The Portland Trailblazers just lost by like a million points to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Scoot Henderson was a negative 56 in this game. This is terrible. This might be worse than any of the Pistons losses this entire season, except for that one loss they had to the Spurs. That was pretty ugly. But we're going to be rebuilding this Portland Trailblazers team, trying to take them from 10-27 to NBA champions. And we've got our work cut out for us. There's a lot of moves we need to make. First off, I'm going to remove Rob Will's injury so that I can trade him. In real life, you can trade injured players. In 2K, you can't. So I want to trade him because we need to do everything we can to try and make this team as good as possible. But the first player I'm looking to move off of, it should be no surprise, Mr. Minus 56 himself. No, not Shaden Sharp. Mr. Minus 56, goodness gracious, himself, Scoot Henderson. We're going to go get an elite big. Bam Adebayo, welcome to the team. All right, we're off to a great start. Next up, I think we take Rob Will and Shaden Sharp. That's a good trade package that should get us some great offers. I see Siakam. I see Emmanuel quickly. This is a really good one. I also like the one for DeJounte, but I think we'll be able to double back and get DeJounte later. So we're going to take the Siakam trade for now. Now we take Jeremy Grant, Malcolm Brogdon, a first. I bet that gets us DeJounte Murray. There's Bradley Beal and Grayson Allen. I don't really want either one of those players. So we're going to pass on that. We'll just do Malcolm Brogdon and a first instead and see who pops up in that offer. I wouldn't be surprised we get somebody who's around like an 85. Okay, I guess I'm reaching. There's Draymond and a first round pick. You know what? We'll take it. We get a couple overalls higher. Draymond's not a guy who's here to stay. Mr. Triple Single, Mr. WWE Fight Night. We do not want him on our basketball team. There's Jalen Duren, though. He's a guy who I would love to have around. But Lauri Markkanen, I want even more. So welcome to the team, Lauri. He comes in and could be a small forward for us. He's not great in the simulation, so if there's anybody who I like more in the trade finder, I might just move him, but I'm not really seeing anybody. So you know what? I guess Lauri is here to stay. We slide Markkanen. Oh, he doesn't play the 3 anymore. Siakam does, though. So we'll have Siakam play the 3, Lauri play the 4. Now we just need some more guard play. Anthony Simons is cool, but I think we could get better. I'm going to just try and see what's out there for Anthony Simons and a first round pick. I see Chris Middleton. We're not necessarily looking for a wing player. Honestly, is there anybody that much better than Anthony Simons in this trade finder? Because I'm not really seeing it. We might just hold on to Anthony Simons, have him be the 2 guard, the scoring machine for the squad. But Jeremy Grant has to go. He's making too much money for who he is and what he does for us on the floor. With all due respect, we could go get DeMar DeRozan and Andre Drummond. I don't hate that trade. We get Jaime Jaquez. That's a decent offer as well. But you know what? We're going to go get Debo. We'll also get Drummond. And Drummond, he'll probably be our backup center for this squad. He's so good in the simulation. And with DeMar DeRozan, I think we look to flip him. There's Bradley Beal. Not a bad option at all. I know earlier I said I didn't want him, but for DeMar, I might be willing to do it. I'd actually rather have Drew Holiday, though. More defensive-minded type player, which I think we could use on this team. And now we've got a nice starting 5. It's Holiday, Simons, Markkanen, Siakam, bam. Okay, great. We're going to have Quick be the backup 1. We'll have Drummond be the backup 5, but the rest of the backups aren't really figured out yet. So let's go get some of those. We could go get Schroeder. We don't need a 1, though. I saw Isaiah Joe. He's kind of a go-to for me whenever I'm building teams, so we'll go get him to play some backup 2 guard. Now we just need some wing play. We take Luke Cornett, Trey Mann, and a second-round pick. That gets us somebody who can play on the wing. I saw Jovic. He's only 75, though, so that's probably not our guy. We'll take Nick Richards, though. We can flip Nick Richards for somebody better who can play small forward for us. I'm pretty confident in us being able to go out and do that. Is there anybody decent at small forward? There's Santi Aldama. He's a power forward, which is fine because I think we need a 4 as well. Now we just got to go get that elusive small forward. We don't have any first-round picks to get that move done. Somebody's offering me a first, though, with Javon Carter, so we'll take that first from Chicago. We take Javon Carter, Bryce McGowan's, and that first we just got, it's a Warriors first, and we can get Jayshawn Tate. Dog, the wing play we're getting offered is kind of trash. We do Jayshawn Tate 2 seconds. Come on, somebody will throw me like a 78, right? There's Nick Richards again. Was that Caleb Martin somewhere in there? I think I saw him somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Caleb Martin and a first. Great. We'll move Caleb over to the small forward. No, not Santi. Caleb goes up to a 79 at the 3. That works. All right, so now this is the squad we're working with. I don't think everything's set in stone. I would be willing to try and change some things out at the trade deadline because sometimes there will be teams that are more willing to give up their players. They're decided on if they're selling or rebuilding or if they want to contend. So there might be more options out there at the trade deadline. For now, I'm just going to simulate. Hopefully, we win a lot of games, but it would be nice to have a 90-plus player to kind of lead the way for this squad. I feel like that's one major thing that we are missing right now. Also, injuries are off, but the players who were injured from start today are injured. Like, I didn't remove Moses Brown's injury because I just didn't really care that much. I don't think he's going to move the needle that much for us, with all due respect. I might be the Celtics Shack of rebuilding. We have done like nothing since we made that trade. We've been like a little bit above 500 maybe. So there's a lot of work I need to do with this deadline, and I'm not really sure like what to do. So maybe I'm washed. We take Drew Holiday in a first. Does that get us anybody crazy? Unfortunately, it doesn't. Oh, great. We might be cooked. Okay. There's got to be some move out there for us. Siakam in a first rounder. Can that get us that 90 overall player that I'm really looking for? There's De'Aaron. I think De'Aaron can be a guy who leads the way for us, so we're going to go get him. I just think that's a move we need to make here. I also want to see, is anybody not available, or is anybody really crazy available? Why do they have the Timberwolves as rebuilding when they are 32-19? That makes no sense. But anyway, we'll keep it pushing. Look through all these teams. For some reason, Wembanyama's not untouchable, but I know bro's value is going to be through the roof, so that's not really somebody I'm looking at. Zion, I mean, they're contending. I don't think he's a piece. Oh my gosh, the Pacers are rebuilding. Maybe Hallie's a guy we look at. I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, not too many teams that are really have like great pieces. I mean, LaMelo, but we just got De'Aaron, and I don't know how much better LaMelo is in comparison to De'Aaron Fox. Also, the Warriors. Steph is still untouchable. So De'Aaron might be one of the best players we could really get out there in the trade finder. So that's a major addition. Now I think the way I'm going to go about improving the rest of this team is taking pieces like Moses Brown and Hal Neto, and we just go ahead and get Josh Richardson, right? We flip Josh Richardson for picks, and that's just kind of how we move here. Just flip some of these role players, try to get more draft capital. There's Kyra Lewis in the first. We'll take it, right? That's how we got to move now because we need draft picks pretty badly. There's Gabe Vincent in the first. If we can package together some of our top guys who are like 84s, 85s with a draft pick, I'm hoping, optimistically, I'm hoping that gets us somebody who's like, a decent piece for us, just a little bit better, and can help us make this historical turnaround on the season. Nobody wants to give me a first for Gabe Vincent. Are you serious? We'll take Victor Oladipo, I guess. See if somebody will throw me a first for him. I don't know, man. Yeah, there we go. There's another first. Let's go. Okay, so we got like 3 firsts to work with now. That's actually quite a bit. We take Anthony Simons. He's pretty young, has some decent value, I'd assume. And then we take 2 firsts. That's got to get us somebody crazy. There's Jared Allen and Karis LeVert. That's not a bad 2-for-1 type of trade. Might consider it. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I think the Karis LeVert, Jared Allen trade is probably our best bet here. This one for Jaden McDaniels and Cat isn't bad either. But we're going to go for Vert and Jared Allen. So welcome to the team to both of those guys. Now we've got a lot of centers on the squad, which is, something we got to consider. We could take LeVert, though, and Isaiah Joe, right? Maybe get a better backup small forward. That's what I'm looking for here. I don't know if that's possible. Dang, man, the offers just they're not offering today. We could get Terry Rozier. I don't know how much Terry Rozier necessarily helps us, though. Let me just see where we're at positionally. At point guard, we got too many good guards. We don't have enough small forwards. We're good at the 5. Okay, so we probably could trade like Emmanuel quickly and see if we could get somebody who could play small forward for us. That could be our next move here. I'm sorry. I've been avoiding trading for MB in a lot of these videos, but today I got to do it. And I'm probably not going to keep him around. I'm probably going to flip him for a different small forward. We could get Jaime Jaquez. We might just do that. I don't mind that move. Ooh, Clax. But we're also trading LeVert, though, so I don't know if that's the move for us. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to do this one for Jaime Jaquez. Ooh, there's also, yeah, I think this is the move. Okay, welcome to the team, Jaquez. Boom. We got a nice small forward who can start for us. That works out well. And then we're pretty much good at every other position. At center, we're kind of crazy with Jared Allen and Bam. And low-key, this might be reaching, but I think that Drummond can do similar things to Jared Allen, which sounds crazy, but I kind of believe it. So can we trade Jared Allen for somebody who's like better at the two guard? That's what we could be looking for. We could go get Anthony Simons back. I'm not opposed to that move at all. That actually might be our move here. Just go get Anthony back. Yeah, we're going to trade Jared Allen, have Anthony play the two. Then we're still good at center because we got Drummond. We're actually good at every position because, yeah. Okay, the rotation looks nice. The one thing we could use is a better four, so we trade Isaiah Joe, Santi Aldama, and hopefully somebody throws us a decent four. That's not happening at all. Okay, so we're not going to take any of those offers. I would like a better power forward for the team, though, so I'd even be willing to do Karis LeVert, Santi Aldama, and our last second-round pick to see if that gets us a four. There's Malcolm Brogdon, and you know what? We're going to get weird with it. We're going to take this Malcolm Brogdon trade, right? And I remember this from old 2Ks. I don't know if it still works. Oh, Malcolm Brogdon at the 4 used to be a cheat code, but it doesn't work anymore. So we're actually just going to move Brogdon to the 3 and then trade him for a 4. Because 83 overall, Brogdon gets us a good power forward, I'd assume. There's Clax and DFS. Yeah, we'll take Clax and DFS. And then, hold on. We might have to get a little more involved here. Because we take DFS, right, and Nicholas Claxton. We throw them together. That gets us somebody elite, I'd assume. There's Keegan Murray, and he could be a really good 4 for this team. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go get Keegan Murray. All right, welcome to the squad, Keegan, and now we are good to go. I think I made the team a lot better, or at least I hope so. I tried my best. So we'll go ahead and simulate this season, see how things end up finishing out. All right, here we go. Time for the postseason. I'm not going to lie, I walked away to get some water because I was parched, and we actually did pretty well. 41-41. We still got to make it out of the play-in tournament. Wait. Hold on. Did we? Oh my gosh! We missed out on the play-in tournament, bro. You've got to be kidding me. How was the West this calm? It was so close, too. We were literally so close. We ended up as a 500 team, which wasn't good enough to get us into the play-in tournament. I let you guys down. I'm so sorry. I really tried my best, man. We did like a bunch of trades at the start, went to the deadline, made a bunch more trades, like I was locked in, but it wasn't enough, and what a shame, man. But we do have the 11th overall pick this year, which is something, I guess. I don't think we're going to make a selection. At this point, we're kind of locked in on the win now thing. But we could just like trade everybody for picks and then get a bunch of trade exceptions and then sign a big player in free agency. You know what? I want to get stupid with it. We're going to do that. We go get Scoot Henderson and DeAndre Ayton. Yeah, we're bringing back the team, bro. Hold on. Let me cook real quick. Because yesterday, I had a stupid moment in my last video. And I think I'm going to have another one of those right here where I absolutely sell the rebuild. We're going to go get this guy, but we don't want him on our team, okay? We don't need all that controversy surrounding our organization. So we trade Mr. Giddey, and we go ahead and get Fred VanVleet, right? And then we take Fred VanVleet. We trade Fred VanVleet for pick 6, right? And then we take Lauri Markkanen. We trade Lauri Markkanen for Case and Wallace. And what this has done, because I felt like a genius when I did this last time, you get a bunch of trade exceptions. You can use those in future trades. And once I have all these picks and all these trade exceptions and I sign big players in free agency, it's literally wraps. Like, trust me, it's going to be ridiculous once I finish cooking. It just might take a second for me to get the recipe fully correct. It's really that simple. Also, speaking of recipes, I've been making my protein shakes and stuff recently, right? I told y'all I put a couple strawberries in there, maybe like 3 or 4 frozen strawberries, right? My mom got this big bag of them for me, and I was so excited, right? She also got me the blender, W mom. But anyway, shout out to you if you're watching this. You're probably not, which is fine. But anyway, what was I talking about? So I get the blender. I make this smoothie. It has like a couple strawberries in there, some milk, some protein powder, and that's really it. Just a couple simple ingredients, just keep it simple, right? And then I press blend. It blends up, right? Tastes outstanding. So what's the point of this story? Oh yeah, I was wondering if you guys had any more recipes, because I was never really a big fan of protein shakes until I started making good ones, and now like I love them. So if you all have any good ones, be sure to let me know in the comment section. I'd actually be very interested to hear your recipes. I know I probably got some chefs in the comments section. Are any of y'all good at cooking? Me personally, I'm not a chef myself. I don't really cook. Oh, I did not mean to have trade override on. That's my bad. I did not know that was even on in the first place, bro. I promise y'all I wasn't cheating. If I was cheating, I would have did a better job and we would have won a championship by now. But that didn't happen. So I wasn't cheating. All right. We're gonna go try to get number 1 though. What's San Antonio got to say? They're gonna say no. That's fine. I'll throw you 16 as well. And I don't really want to give them any of my players low key. I kind of like my players. I'll give y'all 6 and 7 for 1. They say no. I'll also throw 16. You know what? And they still say no. I don't want to give them any more. I'll give you 1 more. All right. We get number 1. Let's go. Who we drafting? Actually, we're drafting Sarr, because Sarr, oh my goodness, bro. Alexander Sarr is a dog in the simulation, bro. He is so tough. And Drew Holiday accepts his player option. We're going to accept these team options and keep it pushing. All right. And then what we're going to do with Drew Holiday. Oh, did Bron retire? Because usually he has a player. Oh my gosh, man. They got Bron retiring after year 1 so much in these simulations these days. Like, if Bron retired after this year in real life, I'd be shocked, because he has a chance to become a free agent and then, play with his son. So it'd be really surprising to me if he made that decision. I see Darius Garland, and I kind of want Darius Garland. But you know what? I think we're going to take this other trade instead. We're going to go get Anthony Black. We're just going to build the craziest young core in basketball history, all right? Now we're going to go to free agency. Paul George, come on, come through. Oh, he wants to go to LA to play for the Clippers. All right, we'll throw you an even bigger offer. An offer, quite frankly, you can't resist. We'll throw you that much money, all the money. We'll throw you all the dollars. All right, let's see. Okay, he's coming. Let's go. Welcome to the team, Paul George. We should have enough for 2 players. We don't? How do we not have enough money for 2 players? We have like no money on the books. I don't really understand. But I feel like it'll work out anyway. So we'll see. Welcome to the team, Paul George. Wow, we can't afford Harden, probably because of all these trade exceptions. But I want to keep those. So we're gonna bring in Paul George, right? And George will be like our only good player, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. I know we got this. I'm locked in. We're gonna offer Nick Claxton a deal as well, 4-year contract. Welcome to the team. Can we afford anybody else? We can afford, is that John Wall? I kind of want John Wall, but he's going to regress. We'll go get Derrick Jones Jr., and that's literally going to do it for the offseason. Actually, can we bring back franchise legend Andre Drummond? Oh, we can't. That sucks. Okay, so now we're done, right? And you're thinking, this guy's an idiot. He just took a great team and ruined it. And you might be right. But I have a plan, okay? And a man with a plan is always good, right? So, I'm going to use my plan at the trade deadline, and it's going to be incredible, and you all are going to be like, wow, Danny, you're the greatest ever. And I'll be like, thank you. I'll take a bow. It's all part of the plan, and yeah. And call me DJ Khaled, because all I do is win. Look at what we're doing right now, right? We're already winning so many games. Wow, how are we doing this? I don't understand. I didn't even try. Sure, I guess Keegan Murray being our best player is good enough. I feel like the team I put together last year was better, but I'll take it, I guess. So we're off to an incredible start, right? Now we've got all these trade exceptions, all these picks that we can use to improve. So it's really going to get dangerous once we do that. Oh yeah, also, today has been off to a great start, man. It is only 11:22 in the morning. I already recorded, edited, and the main channel video is uploading right now. But I made the thumbnail, I edited it, I did everything, and it's only 11:22. This video probably will be up. I don't know if I'll post it early. I'll probably post it later in the day, because y'all are probably at school. You know, I'm an old head, so I got college, so I don't necessarily have class during the day every day, right? But yeah, I'll probably post this video later today. But essentially, I'm going to have all my YouTube stuff done by like 12 o'clock. Then I got to lock in, do some homework, go to the gym. Then it'll be nighttime, probably chill with the family, maybe chill with some friends. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to end up being a pretty good day. And usually for me, if I wake up like at around 8 or before that, like I'm out of bed and going before that time, that really leads to my day being a lot better and a lot more productive. So if you all are looking to have more productive days, that's what I recommend. It kind of sucks waking up early, though. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, it feels way better getting out of bed at 9, 10 o'clock. But the only problem with that is, like, once your day gets going, there just isn't much day left, right? And that feeling does kind of suck, especially when you have a lot of things to do. Like, I got homework I got to lock in on. Like, if I woke up at 10 today, finish my videos, maybe I'm not done with my videos till 2 o'clock, then I've still got homework. I still want to go to the gym, and I still want to hang out with either my friends or my family, right? And then how do I fit all of those things in? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. One time I went to eat with my family, right? And dude, I saw this guy who was legit 7 feet tall. Like, I'm like 6'2", maybe 6'3" in Vapor Maxes, right? And so usually when I'm looking at people, I might look a little bit up if they're slightly taller than me, but most of the time I'm really looking down at most people, right? Because I'm a pretty tall individual. So I see this guy and I just keep looking up higher and higher, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this dude is huge, bro. He was really skinny, really tall. It was insanity. Like I don't think I had ever seen somebody that tall before a day in my life. Because when you think about the NBA, right, there's all these guys 6'2", 6'3", that's short in the NBA. But there's these guys who 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", 7 feet tall, whatever it may be, right? These people, like, you don't see people that tall in real life. It's actually insane when you see somebody that tall in real life. I mean, nowadays, you know, like middle school kids are 7 feet tall because something's going on. This new generation, bro, I'm telling you, I think that the average height for the kids coming up now is going to be over 6 foot. Like, actually, it's insanity how tall some of these young kids are. It's ridiculous. Like, I was short until I was like 16, 17. You know, I didn't really grow until late. So it's insane to see how fast some of the kids these days are growing. You know, back in my day. But yeah. We got to make some moves to try and help this team. I know we're really good, but I just think that this is one of those teams that screams like fraudulent, if that makes sense. We could try to trade for AD. I don't really ever do that. That might actually be something I look to do. You know what? We're going to go after AD today. We're trying something new. I also want to go after LaMelo. I think that's going to be my 1-2 punch, who I'm going for. So let's try to put together a trade. We're going to talk to the Los Angeles Lakers. Bron just retired, and they're losing games. AD might be unhappy. We're trying to win chips. So we will throw y'all, who do we start the package with? We'll throw y'all Nick Claxton. That already gives them a good amount of value, right? We throw in a first via Detroit that's got 3 stars. We also give you a Lakers pick, and boom, Anthony Davis. See, I told y'all I told y'all going and getting those picks was gonna be huge. Now we're gonna go get LaMelo, right? We talked to the Hornets, and I think we can get this done pretty painlessly. I'm gonna throw y'all Alexander Sarr. I know he'll be great in the future, but we're trying to win now. They say no. You know what? We got a first rounder for you via Orlando. We got another first rounder for you via Detroit. This is getting done. I promise you it's getting done. I promise you it's getting done. Cause you know, I'm him. Nah, all jokes aside, that's crazy. We got Anthony Davis and LaMelo Ball. You know what? I kind of want to go for one more piece. And he's a guy who, again, I don't really trade for too much. But you know, today we're feeling different. I just want to do some crazy stuff in these trades. They're acquiring more salary than allowed here. Y'all throw me Jose Alvarado. Zion's untouchable. Oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention when I was scrolling through the team intel. All right, well, we'll see if there's anybody else who's good available. We'll do PG2 first in the trade finder. Just see if anybody crazy. Okay, that's the whole Hawks backcourt. Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. Yeah, you know, I'm not even going to think about this one too much. I also saw Kawhi. We might double back and try to get Kawhi because we don't necessarily need Trae Young. I will be keeping DeJounte, I think. Yeah, we'll keep DeJounte, but we don't necessarily need Trae Young, right? So we throw Trae Young in the trade finder. There's Kawhi. Yeah, and I know there's other pieces. Kyrie would be cool as well. But there's other pieces. There's other good players. I want Kawhi. And one of the reasons I want Kawhi is you go ahead, you move him to the 3. He's a 91. So now we've got 3 90 pluses on the squad. We take Kawhi. I just want to see what's out there. Yeah, there's some cool offers, but we rather have Kawhi, right? So that's the team. We're pretty much good to go now. Do we need anything at any specific positions? That's something I should check. We're good at the point guard. We're good at the 2 guard. Small forward, we're good. Power forward, we're fine. We could use a center, though, like a backup center. We have too many point guards, though. We have Anthony Black, who's kind of an extra PG for us, so we can trade him for a center here. I'm seeing some decent options. John Collins is a center now? That's crazy. We could go get Mark Williams, though. That's a great option. Welcome to the squad. We're going to win this championship. I was locked at the deadline. I know we got this. So it looks like we're going to finish off the season as the number 1 seed, which is awesome, you know. I think that those moves really helped us. I know we were doing well, but sometimes when you have those teams that like are confusing as to why they're good, they kind of just are bad in the playoffs, if that makes any sense. But anyway, in round number 1, we are going to be taking on Phoenix. Kevin Durant coming out the play-in. Guess what? You're about to get cooked, buddy. We go ahead and sweep them. Round number 2, we got Houston. We're up 2-1. It's a 2-2 series. We take game 5. They take game 6. So let's get in the Simcast for game number 7. Houston got a nice squad. They picked up Maxey. That's a cool pickup for them for sure. All right, let's get in the Simcast. Game 7 on the way. Anthony Davis on their team, or on my team, which is a rare occurrence. I don't really go get AD often, and it looks like maybe I made a mistake because we lose in game number 7, man. Well, what was AD doing for us in these playoffs? I'm curious. Oh, wow, he was a no-show in game 7. Wait, where's he at? Oh my gosh, 10 points, 12 rebounds. Oh, AD, you might be on fraud watch, buddy. You might be on the move this offseason. I'm not going to lie to you because I know the regression's going to hit kind of hard. Oh, wow. Atlanta got the top 2 picks. Maybe we traded those to them. I'm not going to lie. We moved a lot of picks, and some of the picks that you see in the top of the draft might be picks that we moved. But if they are, I don't care. It's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and move on from somebody. I think Kawhi, he's going to hit some mean regression this offseason, so I definitely want to move him. Trae Young's available. We'll take him just because he's a high overall, and we can probably flip him for a wing. Or another option could be to play LaMelo on the wing. I think that would work just because he's pretty tall. We could get Darius Garland. I don't know if that's really the move. Yeah, I think the move is going to be to play LaMelo at small forward. We'll have Trae Young, DeJounte. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then we'll look at AD trades. I'm not necessarily... Okay, nobody even wants him anyway. But I'm not necessarily like too inclined to trade Anthony Davis. Like, I'm not mad if we keep him. Oh my gosh, we have so many team options. Oh, and we still have Scoot on the team. Scoot's going to get a lot better over the offseason. Only player who we actually have to pay is Isaiah Joe. So a pretty stress-free offseason for the most part. We'll also bring in Mo Wagner because why not? All right, cool. Simple offseason. Nothing really too crazy we had to do. And AD only goes down 1, so that's awesome. Scoot's up to an 84. We might move him this year because I want this year to be our championship year. Team's going to get super expensive with a lot of these young guys if we don't win this year. So we really got to make it happen this season. It's kind of now or never. Okay, so somehow we're only 4th in the conference. I don't really understand, but it is what it is, man. It's 2K. Y'all know how it gets. So I think we try Trae Young and 2 first, see who's out there. I'm hoping for Steph, as I always am when I put together some of these trade packages. There's Jaylen Brown. Now I like JB because he could be like a real wing for us. We've been running LaMelo as our small forward, so I think the JB thing makes a lot of sense. We move LaMelo back to the point guard spot, have Jaylen Brown be our real small forward. So that seems like a smart idea right there. Now we take Scoot Henderson, Isaiah Joe in a first, and we get somebody insane, right? I was hoping somebody would throw me a crazy player for these two. There's Shaedon Sharpe and Rob Will, though, and that's a good package. That's going to help us win right now. Now, with that package, we'll have too many shooting guards. Can Cason Wallace play the 1 by any chance? No, he can't. Okay, so we need somebody who can play the backup point guard for us. DeJounte could probably do it, but he's going to go down in overall. So maybe we trade DeJounte for a different look at the backup PG. Or wait, no, he's starting at the 2, so why would we do that? Oh, okay, hold on. So we could do Cason Wallace or Shaedon Sharpe and get a PG. That's what we're looking at right now. Can Cason Wallace get me a PG? There's Austin Reeves. All right, cool. We'll go get Austin Reeves, bring him in to be our backup 1. Now we're good at point guard. At shooting guard, we got Murray and Sharp. Small forward, oh yeah, JB and Himi Jaquez. We don't have a backup power forward. We've got too many centers. So we trade Rob Will and get a 4. That seems like a simple solution right there. Somebody's going to throw me a decent 4. If not, I can just, you know what, we'll just do it the other way then. We'll move Rob Will or Mark Williams. I guess we'll just do Rob Will. We'll play him at the power forward. There we go. We got a nice 10-man that I feel like I can really trust. We're going to go win a championship, and if we don't, we're probably going to be cooked because we got to re-sign so many different players, so I really hope we win this year. Season is wrapped. Luka ends up winning MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Don't care. Let's go ahead and win this chip. Oh, we got to worry about OKC, of course. But I think we have, like, the best team in the league, to be honest with you, from top to bottom. Just so much depth. We haven't even lost a game yet, and we don't even have to face OKC. We got to face this mid-Timberwolves team. They got Bronny at point guard, which is kind of fire. But we beat them in 6. And, oh, man, we're going to be taking on the Toronto Raptors in the NBA Finals. I don't know why I sounded so excited. This team isn't that crazy. They have Scoot, though, which is kind of interesting. Scoot Revenge Series. I mean, Game 1 goes to the Raptors. Game 2 is going to go to us. Give us that 2-1 lead. Come on, man. Come on. It's too easy. Give us our championship. That's it for the video. Have a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe.